Well, the Yonge Street Mission, it means a lot to me, and it's very close to my heart.
Loving people. Everyone gives me a smile, and all of them here, no hardness.
They treat you like a whole person, and they give you the ideal that you are a person, that you deserve more, that you can achieve more.
For over 100 years, Toronto's Yonge Street Mission has been meeting the needs of the poor, the lost, and the lonely in the heart of the city. With community and street youth centers, a food bank, housing, a clothing store, and a new computer lab, Yonge Street Mission is making a difference in people's lives.
We have a city that's filled with people who are economically poor, but the main issues aren't economic. The issues are, how do you restore health to people? How do you restore a sense of family wellness? How do you restore a sense of place and belonging in the wider neighborhood? And it's to tasks like this that Yonge Street Mission commits itself.
From the original site where Yonge Street Mission began, the completely renovated Evergreen is carrying on the tradition of meeting young people where they are.
We provide an area where youth can come without identification, without health cards, and have their needs met, and be encouraged to move forward with their lives.
By also providing medical and dental care, this drop-in center has been a refuge for street youths on the busiest street in Canada.
Evergreen means to me is a place where I can get help if I need it and have trust in the people that work here.
I'm really grateful for this organization because it helped me through a couple of years in my life.
Evergreen Health Services pretty much helped me. I'm thankful that they're here because if they weren't here, I wouldn't have my puffers that I need on a regular basis. I wouldn't have my checkups that I need to make sure that my bronchial cords are all clean and I can breathe.
Practical compassion is the theme of Yonge Street Mission, and nowhere it is more evident than at Evergreen's Employment Resource Center.
The purpose of the Employment Resource Center is to work alongside of street-involved youth, so youth staying in the shelter system or rough on the streets, to give them the tools and the equipment they need to move beyond life on the streets. So whether that is helping them with life skills and job readiness skills through workshop presentations, or if it is providing them with tokens and clothing to go and meet a potential employer or a potential landlord. We're really here to fill the gaps that other services don't provide for street youth to move beyond life on the streets.
Ready, set, go!
10 minutes east of Evergreen is the Christian Community Center. With a gymnasium, meeting and dining room, food bank, and services such as daycare, after-school clubs, adult and seniors groups, counseling, and skill training computer classes, the community center is there to aid and assist people by creating a sense of belonging.
I have a place that I can come to, which gives me a fuller life, rather than being on my own. The Yonge Street Mission means a lot to me because I gain a lot. I meet friends, we laugh, we talk, we have fun. All of that gives me the joy of Yonge Street Mission.
Adjacent to the community center is Genesis Place, a low-rent, affordable housing structure. Built in 1991, Genesis Place has a large common area and 26 apartments whose rental rate is determined by a person's or family's income. Doris and her husband were the first tenants of Genesis Place. For 18 years, they lived life on the streets.
I like Genesis Place, and I think a lot of people in here ought to be lucky because without this building, a lot of them would die out in the street. They didn't have to say they had an apartment, but they did, and I appreciate it.
What you can do. I know. You know how to fill?
The most recent addition to Yonge Street Mission is the 310 Center, which houses the TD Securities Computer Literacy Center. This program was designed to teach computer and internet skills to children in the area, and upon graduation, each student will receive their very own reconditioned computer.
What I think of computer class, it's cool and I get to learn a lot about computers and it's fun and exciting here.
I know how to type and I can type on my
own computer and make stories and stuff.
Now that I have my own computer, I don't have to get bossed by my brother. I can use it anytime and do research and schoolwork.
The other service found at the 310 Center is Double Take, a high-quality used clothing store. In a heavily populated low-income area known as Regent Park, Double Take is a welcomed addition to the community. One of the main sources of clothing for Double Take is the Downtown Business Tower's annual Out with the Old, In with the New clothing drive. The spokesperson for this past event was Toronto Maple Leafs hockey player Ty Domi. With drop-off booths located throughout the underground downtown core, about 100,000 pounds of used clothing were collected for Double Take.
We have the capacity to create in Toronto the type of city that leads the way literally for the whole world in terms of its compassion, in terms of its generosity, in terms of its willingness to make sure that all of its citizens are well cared for.
Yonge Street Mission receives over 125,000 visits each year to its different programs. The honorary patron of the Yonge Street Mission is the former Lieutenant Governor, the Honorable Hilary Weston.
I find the work of the mission very inspiring. It means a great deal to me, and hope that a miracle will happen for some of these people here.
The Yonge Street Mission would not exist today without the generosity and financial support of corporations, churches, individuals, and volunteer staff who are united in helping those less fortunate, from children to the elderly. Your contribution of time and financial gifts will help ensure the continued outreach and growth of the Yonge Street Mission in providing practical compassion.